He owns Hogs and Heifers. Now, if I remember right, I saw an interview with you. I forget who was interviewing you, but you started this in New York.
Yes, I met my first husband when he was building the bar in 1992.
Okay.
And sadly, my husband passed away early on in 1997. And so it's been me ever since.
Right.
So yeah, here we are, almost 31 years. 31 years this year. Well, it'll be 31 years of the brand.
Okay.
Coming up in soon, right around the corner. October actually is when we do it. But it'll be 18 years here in Las Vegas.
Yeah. So you've been here for a little while now.
Just a couple
It
minutes.
just seems like you just got here, right?
It feels like it. Sometimes it feels like yesterday, and sometimes it feels like 100 years ago.
So you got a very patriotic space, and you were in New York during 9/11.
Yes.
So that probably hits home.
Yes, it absolutely does. We lost some really dear friends.
Yeah. I've been here a couple times, and I didn't realize that, the patriotic support and your support from the military and the first responders. So that was pretty cool. We met AR last
husband?
weekend, your husband, and he told us all about it. And
His father was a Navy man.
Oh, he was. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Right on. So one of the things we do is like to support the veterans. So right away we're like, oh, we got to somehow be a part of it and a part of what you do.
I'm so glad.
So and here's the other thing. In that interview, I heard you talking about, I guess it was maybe during COVID, the downturn, and you guys had a barbecue. You guys would barbecue outside.
Oh no, we didn't.
No?
We didn't barbecue outside during COVID. We were shut down. We were shut down for 8 months, completely and entirely closed for 8 months.
Okay.
But we do host the Patriots Day Parade every year.
Okay.
And actually that year we could not do the parade.
Right.
And so what we ended up doing was a small gathering on Fremont Street. And we made a big circle, and we read all the names of the first responders that we had lost on 9/11. And then I opened up my backyard. I don't live too far from here, and just had a gathering for anyone from that group that just wanted to be able to come together and and pay tribute and share their experiences. A lot of we have a lot of first responders here that are actually retired New York first responders that managed to find their way to Las Vegas and continued on with their careers here. So
that's very cool. So I don't know where I got the barbecue from. So
that's okay. We used to do a lot of barbecues out front.
Maybe you're talking about something and I cross-referenced. So, couple questions.
Yeah.
What does the American dream mean to you?
Yeah, there you go. We're getting close.
What does the American dream mean to me? I think that it's ultimately for me, it is about opportunity.
Yeah.
Right. It's about every individual should have that opportunity to pursue what they want to pursue. We live in interesting times. I don't know if I believe in the word fair.
Right.
Fair is a good place to go on a carnival ride and get some cotton candy. I believe first you got to learn it, drop the L, right? You got to earn it.
Yeah.
I think that opportunities should exist for everyone. I think that what people do with those opportunities is up to them. Many of us have had hard stories in our lives and how we overcome those stories. So I do definitely believe that the American dream is about opportunity.
And I'm going to say Hogs and Heifer has to be a great representation of opportunity.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I have a fairly eclectic staff.
I love the energy in here. I mean, when you walk, you just have to get close to that door. And the energy brings you in.
Yeah.
So, and was this the concept of that? Was that yours and your husband's idea? Was it? Where did that come from?
A lot of things that happen at Hogs happen very spontaneously. I mean, my husband really wanted to. My first husband wanted to have a bar where he had a lot of shit hanging on the walls, and people came in and drank a lot of alcohol.
Right.
He and his two best friends all kind of lived together and just figured, well, fuck it, let's open a bar. We'll drink for free and we'll get laid. Why else do men open bars? And, he just didn't count on me walking in the door before he opened the doors, right?
Gotcha.
So, I came in looking for a bartending job. I was right out of college, working as a production assistant and other jobs, you know, hustling for a living, if you will. And I walked in the door, and I think I've told this story so many times. You know, he was like, "You're pretty, and you got the look I want. And if you steal from me, I'm going to throw you in the fucking river," which is pretty much carried on forever.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yep.
That's awesome.
All right, so next question. If you had the opportunity to have a beer or a coffee with anybody, dead or alive, past or present, who would that be?
Jim Morrison, I'd want to know about his date with my mom when I was an infant.
Whoa, what?
See, now, that just made that last question not a last question. So your mom went on a date? Or
I don't know if it was a date or a couple of dates.
It kind of blurred back in those days. Like one day could blur into a week pretty quick. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that really happened.
Yeah, that really happened.
Yeah.
She was a New Yorker, and I'm totally forgetting the name of the bar she worked at. She would not
Was
be
this
proud
before
of me
you
at
were
this
around,
moment.
or were you around?
I was an infant.
Okay.
I was pretty young.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom and my father separated when I was really, really young.
Yeah.
So, you know, the whole story most of my life was when I was, you know, in my early teens, my friends were always like, "Maybe you're really Michelle Morrison." And I was like, "No, definitely not." But,
Wow.
you know, it was according to my
fun
mother,
story.
according to my mother, that wasn't an option. I think he was heavily drinking and drugging at that point, you know, like for real serious, right? So would have been in the late 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.